Hello. Greetings from Mystic Moons. How is everyone today? How are you feeling in this first part of the week? The beginning, soon to begin, the end of the year, the holiday season, the time to be jovial, happy, and everything else. And are you feeling not so happy? Or maybe you can sense you're happy, but you could be happier. It's a strange thing, reality, your world, and welcome to it. It's almost like saying it's my world. It is our world. It's my world. It's your world. It's whomever you're speaking to, world. And what is this space? What is this space that we occupy? What is this space? Hey, how are you? What is this space that we occupy? Even when we sit, I was thinking that we sometimes sit in a room and we think we're alone. Somebody else that we can see in the room. But the chances are that if you are really alone in that room is frigging zero. Do you know? I really think and I feel that there are others all around us. Others. And then do you hear all this talk about, and every time you open up some kind of paper, UFOs, or UAPs to be politically up to date. So what? So they're just not from here. I mean, or it's not something that we know of, or it's not something that's shared, something like that, right? Something that's not shared. That would be a UFO. However, what I'm saying, when you're in that room by yourself, are you really, really by yourself? And then, sometimes you meet somebody and you feel that chemistry coming. You just feel like the hotness coming from that other person to you. That it could also be the help of two spirits, their spirits and your spirits, working together to put the two of you together. Together. I mean, do you think sometimes it's so magical that it's just, us putting this unity together? No, there's other things. Sometimes you can have your good spirits, good spirits, like trying to get you hooked up to something that feels good, right? But you can also have the demon spirits, the devil spirits that are trying to hook you up too. So it's like that's when the illusion comes through. The illusion thinking you're all by yourself. No, I don't think anybody is all by themselves. I think we're like pets of somebody, something. You know how we have cats and dogs, and pigs and chickens, whatever. But I'm talking about the pets. They care for us and put us in that meeting with somebody special. Somebody special. Hello from Michael. How are you? Do you feel your spirits are guiding you to someplace cool with someone cool? I mean, do you feel that? It's possible. I think it is. Because, you know, we can see a certain amount of sight. Let's face it, humans aren't the most of the mostest. We're not. However, we have potential to be always try to shut us down. Trying to keep us in a little box. And I think we're quite capable of expanding. And we do. Like sometimes somebody seems more alive than somebody else. Maybe because their spirit world they're more in touch with the spirits around them. And the spirits are just giving them a boost. A boost. Anyway, I'm here today to help, to assist whomever would like to contact their spirits. And what is to find out so you don't get trapped in your illusions, your illusion of sadness, your illusion of happiness. I mean, you want to be in reality of happiness, right? You don't want to be in a, you want to feel good. You want to see and feel good. And that's the whole thing, is not getting trapped by illusion. So what I'm offering today is if you feel something tugging on you, let's do a reading and find out what it is. If you feel somebody is watching you, something is coming, or someone your soulmate is coming, your flame, and you want to see, you want to recognize somebody's coming, like somebody's coming, we can sketch it out. We can sketch it out and see. And I offer psychic sketches as such and tarot readings. So if you would like to have a sketch, let me know. And if you would like to have a reading, let me know. And we can start investigating. Investigating what? Now, this is something I'm making right now. It's a sketch. It's not going to be, now, this is not a person. This one, first of all, is not a person. This is an apparatus that psychically we can focus on. Apparatus, and there'll be some steps. Steps to this. And here, now think of this as out here. Let's see, you can't see really well. Let's see now. Okay. Now, out here is like, we can just say there's stars and planets. This is like the cosmos. And when you want to go psychically, you have to take off, let your spirit travel. Let your spirit travel back and forth. When you live in that connection gets wobbly at times. And then too, you have to understand. And here we are we're at a space. We're in space. I'm trying to fill in all the stuff. That takes a little bit of something. Now here we have all twinkling things, twinkling. And then here we're still in space. We're in a strange place. We're in some sort of asteroid or something. Some sort of asteroid. And this is space, the cosmos. What galaxy, I have no idea, but it doesn't matter. We're in the dark matter. All right? And we can only see, this is like a Stargate that I'm making. But if you want to see who is coming, you have to meet me here. You have to meet me here in this Stargate. Climb up these stairs. And there's all sorts of things here. Let's see. These are like crystals, stones, gems. But this here is some kind of space scene. I mean, I could do it better, of course. Maybe I will. Just make a Stargate that you can see where you should go when you want to have a psychic sketch. However, if you don't want a psychic sketch, we have tarot cards. And we could use the tarot and find out just who, what lover, hot lover, there should be somebody that we don't want to come to us, coming to us, so we know what to avoid. Or do you feel trapped? All these things are sparkly things. Now, if you want to find out psychic sketch. You have to mind melt with me in this space. This space of space. Come into the galaxy and let's find out. But you get the idea, I'm sure. Now you just gotta, this is part of it. I don't have to do, use your imagination, right? You don't know what, and all the things that are in the space. But if you are not ready to do that, that's okay. Sometimes everything is timing. Everything is timing. Anyway, that's the idea, that you would meet me and for a journey. And we could just travel together. Now, let's see today. Today is today. But is today. Who wants a reading about, let's just see, what can we have here? Who feels damn good? Who feels real good? Who likes to know if this feeling good is sincerity or not sincere? But if you feel good, or who's making you feel good, or the thought of someone, or maybe you should feel good. Maybe somebody's coming your way to make you feel good. But this is the Six of Wands. Pretty good feeling. Pretty good feeling. And there's no reason why we shouldn't feel that way. Now, what is this one? What kind of feel? So if you feel excellent, come. Let's find out. This is the Page of Wands. We're hot. We're lover hot. Somebody's coming who wants to suggest something nice. Something. Do you want to? Do you want to go out with me? Do you want to be with me? What do you think? What do you think of the two of us being an item? That's also something. It's also something interesting. Could be happening. It could. It could and it should. Why not? It's just something is coming. And it's the whole thing of knowing what's coming. What's coming? And how to recognize it when it comes your way. Maybe sometimes we just get shy. Sometimes we're just like too busy with like, I don't know. Trying to make the universe back here to show people your spirit can go all the way. There are gates. I mean, if you honestly think beings travel hundreds and hundreds of years, they spend half their life in the spaceship coming to visit us. That sounds like Winnie the Pooh. Sounds like Disney. I don't think that's happening. It doesn't make any sense. Does it? No, it doesn't. It doesn't make sense. But if someone was coming to visit, they would use a gate. And where would that gate be? It wouldn't be in your front yard necessarily. It could be. It could be. Everything's possible. Keeping an open mind is essential. But a visitor could come through an opening, a portal. They call them ghosts too, don't they? Like, the haunted house. How do you know that haunted house is just being gained because it's a portal and they want to keep people away? It's possible, right? And what are ghosts? Anyway, that's something that we keep on hearing about forever. Is it an illusion, perhaps? Are you getting trapped in some sort of illusion? Or are you wondering, what is your speciality. What is wrong? What is happy? Does this guy really love me? Does she really love me? I don't know. If she really loved me, would she treat me that way? Maybe she would. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe you're trapped with the spirits of her and your spirits. They're enjoying this break. Break of what? Could be just be a portal, just to taking a break. Sometimes people take breaks with each other. They just get tired and they take breaks. Break doesn't mean lovey doves. It just means a break of their routine. Sometimes you can get trapped. Sometimes you can get trapped in someone's, someone's trap, right? Sometimes people get tired of being by themselves. So, who wants to have a reading? Who wants to go to the gate? This gate that I am drawing, just to show you what's on my mind. What kind of gate? How many people are in love right now? How many people want to be in love? Well, just remember, I don't really think any human is actually alone, only because we only can see like 5% of everything. And that's with glasses, telescopes, and everything else. It's even less if we use our eyes. Guess we miss out on a lot of things going on. Really? Does it matter? Yeah, it matters. It's messages. It's spirit messages. And then once you start getting involved in spirits, do you think they're gonna and they know that you know that they're out there, the spirits. Do you think they actually will leave you alone? Or they go, hey, this person is, she knows about us. He knows about us. Let's have some fun. Let's have some company. Let's see what happens. It's interesting, isn't it? Just the possibilities. Just the possibilities. Yeah. This should be all foamy, different from like the black of the night, the black of the space. Space is, do you really think the space is black? Just because we see it as black because we can't see the real color? What if it was actually a color that we can't see because our eyeballs don't, some people are colorblind, they don't see any color. Well, maybe there's a color that we haven't seen and we can't see it. It's possible. Anything's possible. Of course, you can't miss what you never had. So, what's the difference? Right? What's the difference? Maybe it could be a weird color mother pearl essence. But then again, we would see it if it was. Right? We'd see it. See, everything is frequency, everything is there. There. Well, the more you entertain the unspoken or the outside, inside things, the more you open yourself up. And you also get a certain kind of freedom. Yeah, I think about these things. Why not? I have a mind, I have a brain, I have a heart. I can wish, I can think. Nothing wrong with that. In fact, that's called being alive and staying alive. I once thought there was right in the back of my backyard. Not exactly in my backyard, but because it was a carriage house, but it was in upstate New York, in a city in upstate New York. I really felt there was a portal, not a heavy occupied one, busy like Newark Station or something, or LA, Lax. Now, I'm talking about that was used, like, like this, you've seen small airports, right? Something like that, like, occasionally. And it was not like I have no idea whether it was real or not, but like it felt strange at times. Like things would like walk up and down the path to it. And it was connected with a tree too. The trees are very mysterious in many ways. Their length of time they live, the fact that they don't move, except for the wind and external forces. But, trees have relatives, their roots, they're connected, they have family members. They don't tell you that when they cut them down, do they? Now, trees are very social, they're very family orientated. And when one dies, they all mourn. But you didn't know that. They go through like emotional plant things. Yeah. They send their messages in their roots. I saw a video yesterday. It was gross. It was about a, I don't know, 12 foot, 14, 15 foot worm. It's called a lawn worm. It's in the videos. And they were pulling this person was wondering why was his lawn looking so shitty. Green, drying up with plenty of rain. Well, anyway, they yanked this huge worm, and it must have been about 6, 7 inches thick too. Gross. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. A lawn worm. Gross, right? Gross. It was gross. But hey, there's all types of creatures. And that's what's interesting about the universe. That what kind of creatures are real beings? Would be creatures here. I mean, what if there was a planet of worms? Planet of worms. And they ruled, they rocked. You never know. That's the most interesting about spirits. What do these spirits look like? Do they have 10 eyes? Do they have ears? Do they have horns? Are they birdmen like angels? I keep on looking at people saying angels, and they look like birdmen. I mean, half bird, half human, Homo sapiens. Now, if you want to connect with me and have a sketch of who's coming to you, your lover, your would-be lover, you have to go up these stairs, and then we meet together in the universe. In and out with our spirits, we connect. And I just wanted to show you, do a little quick thing, that you could see what I was having in mind. Yes, and the light pours out of here, How can I make that foam out? Can you just feel it come out? And all around would be galaxy things. It's just a portal on an asteroid in the middle of the universe. And that's what we will go. In fact, that's what we do too when we do tarot. We do the cards. We meet together on this kind of level. Our spirits connect. And that's when the fun and the adventure comes. And it is possible, if you use more than one of your human senses, to get word messages, as well as sight messages. So this is a place where we could go. Now, so this year is almost over. So how do you intend to spend this year? I asked. Are you going to have drinks? Are you going to be dancing? Are you going to be praying? Are you going to be sleeping, soaking in the bathtub? There's all these wonderful things to do. Let's just see what? Let's just read the room here. Read the ether. Just read the ether. Take this card. Reading the ether. How are you going to be spending your holidays? Are you going to be happy? Let's see. How many people? Just reading the room. Happy. And there's 3 cards here. Now let's see. How are you going to spend New Year's, Christmas, Hanukkah? Oh, what else is there? Eid. Well, the Knight of Wands. We're hoping for a passionate end to the holidays. We're hoping for nice to be warm and cozy and have good times. The Knight of Wands, right? We're hoping. So, everybody wants to send a good cheer and go out with a bing. Not a bang bang, but a bing. And we want to put all our troubles. We're like, it's maybe tough, but like, hey. 2 messages. We're gonna like put those troubles in the background and we're gonna go, aja, have a good time. That's what we're gonna do. The Knight of Swords. Yes, we're gonna do that. We're gonna like, hey, push this year to the end. And welcome 2025, which is coming up. 2025. What are you looking for in 2025? Well, we're all trying to like get out there and swim above the waters. We're not going to sink. No way. We're not going to sink. No matter what type of illusion we're under, we'll float if we're tired. Float. And while we're floating, our spirit world will be connecting to ourselves and others. So as you look from left to right, think about what other beings are looking and watching you. What other soulmate beings? And what if the spirit was looking out for their pet, their human companion, and they said, my human companion needs a partner, a real partner. And they go searching, and they finally find someone. This would do my part, my human, excellently. And then I talk to the spirit of that person, and the spirits like get together and go, we're going to get these people together. We are going to meet these people. Point 1, we're going to meet these people. And then the spirits are hooking up people in a nice way, are just bringing people who belong together, giving a helping hand. It happens, It happens. Like first of all, you feel yourself feeling light. You raise your vibration. You get it up there. You get, go spirits, go. Get me, help me. And then you feel like your spirits are getting all this good, positive, like energy. It feels like ice cream, popcorn. I mean, I don't know what spirits eat, if they eat anything. But the point is they're feeling good. They're feeling good. They're getting sated. They're going, oh, this feels so good. I enjoy being around this human. I must get this human her or his goodness. Because damn, this human is making me feel great. Great, 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 great. And that's something we can call spirits. Feel that sound? It's almost, spirits love it. They like high sounds. They like sounds that maybe we could not take too much of. This calls them. This is the singing bowl. The singing bowl cleanses, which is filled with all these beautiful stones. All these beautiful stones. See the singing bowl? This is a cleanser. A cleanser. This cleans out the bad thoughts, negativity. And then these beautiful stones are being cleansed. But this right here, tinctures, call spirits. Spirits. Do you feel it getting crowded? Do you feel them calling you? Well, let's see who we get. Let's see these spirits. So, and then wonder what facet of things. Look at the outside. The outside we see, but the inside, look what's in the inside. You can see the beauty of it. See? Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that gorgeous? It's wonderful, isn't it? It's amethyst. And I always, of course, love the pyrite. Well, we have many things to be thankful for the end of the year. We've all lived another year. We've all thought about everything. We may have not had the best year, but we look forward to the next slot of time. And then we think too, yes, this is getting crazy, but are we here to go crazy? Not if we're in touch with our spirits, our spirit world. Our spirit world is part of everything. And even if you're not in a tranquil place, which very few of us are, we still know that life goes on. Human existence will continue. We're going to have a blast. And yes, we all know in the United States, it's crazy because we're known to be a weird country anyhow. Weird. We're a strange country, United States, USA. So we're strange people. But we got plenty of ideas about how to. The Ace of Wands, how to fire it up. And I'm not talking aggressively. I'm talking emotionally and psychically. How How to? Is there anyone who would like a reading, a psychic reading, a tarot reading? Who would like to go there? Who would like to ask? Is where I'm going where I should be going? Is the person by my side meant to be by my side? Is there actually a person by my side talking to myself? You could. You could ask. Sometimes, and then you ask yourself, is this the kind of life? Maybe, 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 maybe. Well, don't be scared to question. Just because you were born in a certain place, raised a certain place, that's, so that doesn't mean actually spiritually, what does it really matter? All those things. It's like, where do you, the freer you make yourself from your human body, the more fun you have, the more you know, the more you know, the more you question. And the more you question, the more answers you get. Isn't it like that? It is like that. And that's the fun. That's the fun part. I mean, who wants to be stiff and archaic? It's better to be, what's that? Ask questions. What are you doing that for? And to kind of shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, shake off the control and go into the speculative. Don't be afraid of, so what if people make fun of you? Oh, like that. So and so believes in so and so, or thinks about things, or think about anything you want to think about, as long as it's not going to harm anybody. Sometimes people are so uptight that even if you think something, they feel scared of you, and they like to call you names. So what? So what? We have a name for them too. We have a name. There's a name for everything. That's the fun part about being a species, right? A species. A species. So that's why, if you can go into the psychic world of the ether, what is the ether? You go, yes, the ether is the space around you, the space around you. Sometimes you think like, you only think about the space if some bugs are like, gnats or something are flying around you, then you're aware of your space, but you do have space. We all have space around us, and not just for the bugs. Even though bugs are quite interesting, I found that out one day. How interesting! Kind of destroyed my bug killing urge when I looked in a magnifying glass at a bunch of bugs. And my God, those damn things were cute. Those things that I couldn't stand were so symmetrical, and they were really beautiful, 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 beautiful creatures. But just I still don't like them all over me. No way. And I don't want to be in a room with a whole bunch of bugs either. So it must be some kind of like instinctual thing, but they're really gorgeous. Spiders are pretty interesting too. They're amazingly like freaky looking, but in an interesting kind of theatrical way. The worst thing you can do is to start looking at bugs with a magnifying glass. I mean, a high intensity magnifying glass, because then you will find things that will change your mind. It will change your mind about insects. I mean, you can call somebody all sorts of names, but when you call them an insect, then it seems like you're really being offensive. But insects, it's supposed to be a planet of the billions and billions of planets out there. It's supposed to be a planet that is ruled by insects, and I gather they're not very small as they are here. What if in each planet? Check this out. If each planet I mean, the billions of planets, billions, I mean, BILL, of planets out there that had each creature on this earth was supersized, super intelligent on someplace else. Why not? Why not? And then maybe the humans, like us, on their planet would be like treated the way we treat them. Something like that. That's too freaky for me. But that's a possibility. That is a possibility. That again, what are illusions and what is reality? And that's something that we sometimes people come on here and they say like, oh, this is such witchcraft, and like I go, what? No, the world of openness doesn't have labels like that. I mean, you don't use labels. You just enjoy floating and seeing. Of course, if you're going to deal as we all do, in the earth world, if someone's treating you great, we have to commend that. If somebody's treating you lousy, we have to condemn that. We have to say, no, that's not good. That's not fair. That shouldn't happen. We have to say these things. And that's where it gets interesting. But keeping an open mind is essential. It's essential. I guess people who have pets, they keep an open mind because they're constantly aware that things are a little different. Things are a little different. I have a sketch. Let me see, where is it? Oh, yeah. Let me see. Oh, yeah, here it is. Well, I think, well, perhaps I shouldn't share it until I have it done. Once I start drawing, I start drawing. And I like to draw. Why not? Doodle. Do you doodle? Does anybody out there doodle? You want to share? Oh, man. Is any? Well, I'm here if you want to do a reading. And I'm just drawing, doodling away. If on my cosmos gate. And that is something. I haven't seen some of my friends lately. If anyone here has been before, please say hi. You can say hello. You don't have to say, oh, give me a reading. You can just say hi. I like highs. And hello. And why not? Have anybody here from a different country? I'm in the Northeast USA, and I always like to connect all over. Hellos. Now, if I saw this gate, now we've all seen gates on television. I have, you have. So it's an idea that's been floating around. But if I was going to go somewhere, I would definitely go through a gate. Definitely. Definitely. Mhm. Mm. This cat next to me is, where is that cat? Where is that cat? Let's see. Here is this pussy cat. This little kitty. This little kitty is nice. See? Can you see it? Maybe you can't see it so well. This little cat is by me right now, chirping. It's a little calico. It's a little calico. She's a muse. She's definitely a weird dimensional creature. She's something like her. I don't know what exactly, but it's not harmful or anything like that. But she's just a very strange pussycat. She's a very strange pussycat. Did you hear her crying in the close by? Did you see her? You hear her, I'm sure you do. Meow. She's cute. She's very cute. Whoever said the emojis were not loud? She's loud. She has something to say. I know. So anyway, my pussycat is that's my third pussycat. This one. Now, who would like? You know what I could attempt to do? Who is looking? Who's looking? If you talk to somebody, no, not talk to someone. You have to type and I have to talk. I find it hard to type on a smartphone. Don't you? Oh. Now, let's draw a spirit. I'm going to draw a spirit. It's probably around me. Of course, I don't know yet. I could be picking up on somebody else's spirit. Maybe a spirit just happened to like wander in. Let's see, a spirit. Nah, okay. What is the spirit? Make sure I get enough pencil. It's one of these things. Okay. Now, spirit. What kind of spirit do I have? It doesn't have to be a human looking either. Spirit, but here is the head. And what shape is the head? What direction? Somehow I feel this spirit is looking at me from an angle. It's like, are you really okay, here's a head. And then this is something, some kind of anatomy. All right, something. Okay, shoulders, something like that. Anyway, here is something, the neck. Of course, the spirit doesn't have to have a neck. Okay, and here's the head, and we're looking, and it's kind of not giving me the direct eye. It's giving me like a side view. All right, does it have ears? What kind of ears? Maybe they're a little pointy. All right, but that's too far. Now, spirit, what do I see? Do you have a kind of spirit? Spirit. Spirit head. His head seems to come out this way more. This spirit's head comes out like this. Like this. Spirit. Spirit. And kind of a sharp. So I say the spirit comes out this way, the head. Now, tell me what else. Okay, we have ears. We have ears, okay. And then we have eyes. We have some orbs that look spirit. This spirit looking now knows or something that's something. What if we actually, you don't expect every planet to have or spirit to look like what you prefer the spirit to look like? Now, I can have eyes and some kind of opening here. I don't know why. Somehow I catch something on this head. What? Seems to be longer. Let me just take this down. Look at this creature. I could actually show you some kind of creature I've actually seen, but I'll wait on that one. But I did see something. This is now the mouth. It's kind of this way. Maybe that's saying something. Go, ooh, that looks demonic. Not really. It's different. That's all. Just different. You don't expect everyone to look like you, do you? And just because someone or some being has pointy ears, so what? I mean, break out of your control factor. If we don't have everything that looks like us around us, we have to get used to that, don't we? That everything around us does not exactly look like us. And they've been working on our human imagination since Star Trek in the 60s, probably even before then. I guess the first time they made movies. They've been trying to prepare us for visitors, but not for spirits. Now, we have a kind of nose. I don't know if there's a bridge, but there's a certain opening for some kind of intake. Now, this ear is too far up. Kind of who's around me? Now, this thing is around me. Okay. Now, this is not malevolent, whatever that word, however you say that word, it's not bad. This is, I feel like this is engaging. This is engaging. Sometimes entities, they don't like you they don't like you knowing that they exist, that they're out there. They don't like it. Why? Because they feel like, oh, gee, awakened person. You can see me. I can't do whatever I want. No, you can't do whatever you want. It's like you should, introduce yourself. Say hi. Say hi at least. Hello. Something like this. How's that? This is this. No, let's see now. I'm missing something. Here's the talking one. Talking. Talking. Talking spirit. Talking. Kind of spirits, don't have to have any bodies whatsoever. They don't. They really don't. But is it bald? What bald? Does it have a hair? Something up here. This is kind of like hair, but it's more like a wing type thing, like like goldfish things, goldfish wings. Ooh, it's different, isn't it? It's different. This spirit is making it out, but like, if we have like angels, birdmen, why can't we have spirits with goldfish wings on their ears, right? And they don't have to. What do they need hair for? They're not mammals, something else. And would they have clothes? Oh, I hope so. I like garments. I like fashions. I do like fashions. All right, so let's say if this creature is around me, let's say, whoa, I go, interesting, very interesting. But this could be a spirit. And a chatty one. This is a chatty spirit. And take this line up here. Oops. Oh well. One thing about a number 2 pencil, it's fleshy, or it's not fleshy is the wrong word. It's can be messy. That's the wrong word. It's graphic. Well, it is graphic. I mean graphic. It's It streaks a lot. It's soft. It's a soft pencil, so it gives a lot of like residue. There are hard ones too. So this could be a spirit that's in the atmosphere. It's in the ether, and it's one of those talking ones. It could be, hey, I know someone that your spirit could be with. It's possible. It's possible. Look at that. Hello. Hi, John. How are you? Do you have a spirit around you? Do you have someone seeking out? Look at this spirit. This could be, this probably is. Of course, this could be the spirit's interpretation that's sending to me. It doesn't have to be the actual body, but it's something that we could just gravitate about. You like a reading? What kind of reading? I'm doing readings. I'm also doing tarot readings, and I'm also doing psychic visual readings. So, which would you like? Which would you like? Would you like to have a psychic? Tell me, a tarot, or would you like to have a psychic reading? I mean, a psychic visual sketch of someone or something. The whole thing is not to get, well, how have you been feeling lately? Feeling good? Feeling adventurous? Feeling, how have you been feeling, John? First time? Ah. Well, I'm doing, well, it's good to start. It's the first time you ever had a tarot reading? Oh. Well, it's good to start with the cards. It's good to start with the cards. It's good to start with a deck of tarot cards. Oh, I'm glad you're feeling good. I'm feeling good too. It's turning cold tonight. Winter's coming. The end of the year. Holidays are coming. The end of the year again. It's like, blasters. So, John, if you'd like to have a reading, you can donate to me first, and then we can get started. You can donate through Cash App or buy me a coffee. Cash App is good. Can you do Cash App? And as soon as you donate, then we can get started and see. We can contact your spirits and see what your question is. See what your question is. Mm-hmm. It's always nice to try something different for the first time. Well, whenever you decide, if you decide, I'm here. You think of your question first, too. What you would like to ask. Right? I think one of the biggest mistakes that we make as humans is just thinking that everything benevolent looks like us. Isn't that strange? And if you don't look like us, it's that whole, I guess, tribal thing, then it's different. It's different. We have to fear. You don't have to fear. You just have to ask. And then we decide whether we welcome or not welcome. Right? Something like that. Are you going to do it? What are you thinking? What do you think, John? Yeah, I'm doing paid readings right now. I do a lot of unpaid ones too. But on the channel, you could find a lot of ones. I have like a couple thousand. What is these lips? a second here. Now it's getting its. Well, anyway. Ah, now it's almost looking like a pussycat, isn't it? Sort of. Looks like a cat to me with a nose. Its mouth. Messed up the mouth. I did. How come this mouth? Maybe I just make the lips bigger. What do you think? The lips bigger. I'm trying to get like speaking. Well, kind of looks like speaking. It looks kind of like it's a puppy dog or something. Something. However, half fish, right? Fish ears. Kind of like a pet mouth. Well, as I said, spirits could look like anything. Maybe the whole eye should be black. All pupils. Let's just darken it and see. Ooh, look at that. That looks more like a spirit. Why would a spirit have a pupil and the whites of the eyes? There's no need for both. Look at that. Ah, spirit. Like, that's a spirit. Yes, optical orbs. Optical meaning eyes. Now I'm alive again. I must have hit a home run with the blackened eyes, the black, huge eyes. The spirit likes to have all, because they have vision than we have, so they don't have tiny little pupils. They see everything. Well, not every spirit sees everything. Depends upon where they come from, right? But they have different type of vision. We have all this X-rays we need to see. We have infrared. We have, that. These spirits, they don't even. Could it just be another being? And of course, it could be some other planetary visitor. Everything's on the table. Everything is on the table. And I think people that don't think in terms of, hey guys, we're not the only ones here, even though they've been sightings before I was born, before you were born, before the television and whatnots was born. There's been sightings everywhere. And still we go, I don't know. Well, I think we should start saying, hey, this is totally impossible not to have this concept. Totally impossible because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't reflect. It's too limiting. And we shouldn't be limited. We should not be limited. We should get out there and ask questions. What the hell are you doing this for? Well, none of your business. Well, I'm looking, so it's my business. You don't want to share? That's what you should say. Oh, you don't want to share. Oh, this is not for your ears. Do you ever realize how information goes? Like, the higher you go in the food chain, the more information you get, and the lower you are the food chain. I'm talking in terms of power. I'm talking of decision making, so called for the collective. The less they tell you. And you're supposed to be quieted with TV shows, movies, stuff like that. But it gets kind of like Donald Duck, like the Warner Brothers. This stuff gets old. Disney, it gets old. It gets old. It's old, and they keep on remaking. How many times has Snow White been remade? Give me an, a vitamin shot, please. Give me a vitamin shot. If I see one more time about Snow White, I mean that shit was made what 100 years ago, 200 years ago. I forget. I forget. But I mean, must must I always hear about Grimm's fairy tales? I mean, I'm sure so many of us have already made better fairy tales. And it never hears the time of day. We still hear about Snow White, Cinderella, Pinocchio. Oh, please. We're getting tiresome because we do not grow. We do not embrace the real diversity of talent, thought, and that stinks. I think that stinks. That's probably what leads us to war because we keep everything all snuggles. And it's not really snuggles, it's called suffocation, suffocating ourselves without having your beautiful thoughts, without thinking, what is going on? What is going on? You have to ask yourself every day, what is going on? Damn, things are so crazy. It makes me, draw spirit world. And that's looking more like a spirit, isn't it? I'm looking more and more in spirit like. Probably spirits are like, oh God, these people are so boring. Or whatever they say. Whatever. This is so boring. It makes you want to think that do spirits connect with sometimes they just I guess all spirits, all types of spirits, they like tranquil people, they like calm people, they like lazy people, they like people that don't see them, they like people that do see them. So I guess, I can't say anything in particular. Spirits don't come around you for adventure, they come around for you because they like you, because you give them some food, some magical vibrations. They like your vibrations. That's all it's about. And vibrational energy is food. Once I was in Florida, not once, I was in Florida, and I was walking past this shop, pet store, I think it was. Could not have been, but they had a huge white snake, huge. And this snake was curled up day in and day out in the window. And one day I stopped. I never noticed anybody. But one day I stopped and I was just looking at it. It's white with a little hint of, a bit of gold to it. You've seen those white snakes. And it's like stared at me. It turned around and it started staring me back. And it was the strangest thing ever. Like the snake could feel my vibration through the glass. And it was just like, wow. You really kind of like, other people saw it too. Because the snake never bothered looking at anyone. It was like, of course, I didn't go back for more. It's kind of freaky. And it's kind of freaky. So, this is a spirit, I say. This spirit. Now, this is one. It has some things around the eyes. I don't know what they are, tattoos or something. This is a spirit I see. Down here too, there's some marks. I don't know what they are. Something. Could be star tattoos. We're not the only species that likes to have decoration, decorative on the outside, anyway. So, spirits. Spirit, spirit, spirit. Now, Well, hello. Back again. I'm back again. Yes. Just got myself a cup of coffee. And who is going to be brave enough to explore with me in the world of the spirits, in the world of maybe, in the world of we shall see, we shall try to see. Ooh. All right. Now, I do have someone who wants a question answered. So let me move these things over a little and see. Let's see. Someone's staring at you. You don't know who the person looks like, but you can feel it. And you want to know that if someone has been checking you out. Okay, I'll do 3 cards on this. Is someone checking you out? Someone checking you out. Not getting the reason why, but it just is someone checking you out. Someone looking at you. All right. Let's see. The 10 of Pentacles. Well, there's someone who's checking you out is a silver gold spoon. Someone has some money who's checking you out. Yes, the 10 of Pentacles is certainly positive. Someone is checking you out. Let's find out if that's a good checking out or it's not. Oh, the Ace of Wands, and they're ardent. They're very ardent. Look at that passion. They think that you and them, let me pick this up. They think that you and them, that person and you, yes, look at this positivity. You are being definitely checked out. Yeah. Let's see if it's third card. Somebody wants you forever. Someone wants you forever. Look at this thing. Someone is checking you out big time. Look at this. We have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the 4 of Wands. Forever, forever. It's matrimony. Somebody is looking at you with not stalking. Somebody's watching you with very serious intentions. Very, very serious intentions. 10 of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Wands. They're thinking about you like they've thought of no other. And they have some serious steps they want to take with you. Serious steps. Serious steps. Serious steps they want to take with you. They're looking at you in a most beautiful way. So I wouldn't say you have a stalker. You have an admirer. You have somebody that you have lit their fire, and they are not going to give up easily until they woo you completely. So this is someone is hot to trot on you, with you. Hmm. Now the thing is, I don't know what the thing is, but somebody is really hot for you. So that's my reading for you. Someone is extremely arduous towards you. Someone is extremely passionate about you. So we'll leave that there for now. And you see what happens. A timing card on this hasn't been called, but there's someone right now, like you said, do you feel you being watched? Yes, you are being watched by an admirer, by somebody who is really seriously hot on you, seriously moved by you. Lucky girl. Lucky girl. Maybe their spirit will assist your spirit in pushing the two of you together. Together. That's a nice place to be together, especially for winter, especially for those cold, chilly nights, cold, chilly afternoons, cold, chilly mornings. It's nice to have your heart warmed by sincerity, isn't it? Someone who's really special for you. That's no illusion. It's no entrapment. No, hopefully it's mutual. Now, if anybody else would like a reading, I do short readings and I do long ones. I'm open. But I must stay open all night. Because, well, if you like a short reading, yeah, we can do 3 cards. If you do a longer reading, it take a little bit longer. And if you want to find out with a sketch who is what, that takes a little bit longer. Not that long, but longer. So there's 3 types of readings. Of course, you can have combinations too. Combinations work too. Like soul sketching and or readings. Now this young woman she felt somebody staring at her all the time when she goes places. And then sometimes she felt like alone, but there's somebody staring at her, somebody who's watching her. And yes, it's very moved, very moved towards a meeting, towards more than a meeting, towards something serious, a serious life changing moment or step, not moment. This is a step. You wouldn't have the 4 of Wands for a moment. No, it's not a moment. It's not a moment at all. I'm excited for you. I want to hear more about it. Well, and it's coming close. Coming close. Coming close. Remember, don't get trapped just because it's the end of the year in illusion. Let's find out. Make sure it's sincere, two ways. Your way and that person's way. Yeah. Could be this spirit is so happy that I got a visual on him. And he feels extra intuitive, which is good for anybody who wants a reading. Could be. Could be. Hmm. Drawing is a very mental, not mental, no, that's the wrong word. It's a very meditative state. And most people can draw. I mean, you can pick up a pencil, you can draw. The thing is not to get self-conscious about what you do. It doesn't have to be fabulous. It just has to feel. Allow yourself to feel. That's the whole thing. It's like music. Music is feeling. You stop to think about, each note, each finger thing. You get like, you think about it, you just do it. Feel with it. That's what makes interesting feeling. It's funny when you, we have 5 sense world, that when we start to like open our feelings, a lot of things happen. It's the same, it's love. It's a certain kind of vibration. It's a certain kind of energy. It's a spirit. Poetry is the same way. Poets. So many poets out. I love poetry. And you know what? Poetry is in many, many things. Poetry is in building a house. Poetry is in painting. Poetry is in cooking. What is poetry? We usually think it's roses are red, violets are blue, stuff like that. But poetry is going someplace when spiritually, when you're doing something. That's poetry. Also, too, when two people like feel the passion for each other, that's poetry. once last year, I was outside a lot. I was living on an estate, and you could go out at night, it's safe, and also kind of weird. And there was it's in the mountains, this place, and I saw a strange, it's in the middle of winter, or something. I saw this strange creature. Strange. And seemed to be waiting for someone to come up. I never forgot it. These are all mountains in the background. Sky. Branches. Darkness. It's pretty dark. Yes, this was a spirit, which I'm trying to say. It's something I saw. That's a strange feeling. There's a house in the back. Some kind of house. Way in the back. So it's small. It wasn't big. But it was over a field of stuff in the background. And there was an empty space. Then there was another kind of bigger house way back here in the background. And there were like windows. It's kind of like something over here. But there was lots of trees and stuff. Trees. I think the trees had lost their leaves too. There's a hill. You had to climb, and there was a walkway down here. Stuff like that. It's a walkway. I can show you. Walkway. And then this was all black. It was dark night. Spooky. Spooky. It was very spooky. It was almost like a totally black night. And there was some couple of lights. Outside lights. Not very starry. It was around a lake too. This was not the lake part. The place was known to have like weird spirits, not good ones, running around. It's a weird place. It's almost like one of those cult places you hear about. Actually, it probably was. I didn't stay there long enough, but it had a very, very strange, residue of stuff. It's like the kind of residue that, when you walk on the subway, it feels like everybody has walked on that space, that kind of thing. And what was this creature? I thought, no, that didn't feel like it was somebody just standing there either, because it was too still. It's almost as though some spirit was just doomed to walk around, come back, walk, come back in this space. That kind of thing. Something. It wasn't the only spirit I saw there. But this one was a dark one. This tree trunk, roots of trees. And it was, very foresty, very foresty, quiet. The only thing out were foxes, raccoons, things like that. It could have been a bear or two, too. It was that kind of spot. A bear would come by. Why not? It wasn't like time to go to sleep. It wasn't during the snow. That had already passed. The trees were interesting. There's a kind of tree that would have squirrels running. Squirrels don't run around at night though. They're morning creatures. Because when the foxes come out, the raccoons, and what else comes out at night? The fishers, yeah. And this was all empty. Darkness here. And there's some rocks. Just rocks. And keep the embankment up. You never know when you're going to meet spirits, where you're going to meet them. You can meet them anywhere. Sometimes, good ones, sometimes strange ones. They give you like creepy vibes. This was a creepy vibe one, not like the one I just did. Yeah, it was something like that. Something. Something. Oh, hi, how are you? Yes, you can get a general reading. Hi, Lorna, how are you doing? How's everything? Yes, you can get a general reading. As soon as you donate, I will just give me your question. Let's see. Yes. And you're a Scorpio who's going to get a rich guy. Come right. Of course I am. Right? Yes. What kind of question do you want? Well, I'm shuffling up the cards. I'm happy to see you again. Since you're in Canada, you can use Buy Me a Coffee. Just a minute. Let's see. Coming back on Thanksgiving. Okay. Okay. See you then. Well, that's it for now. We're going to close up and go on to something else. So, last chance. If anybody wants a reading, speak now. Until then, if not, later.